I lied! It looks like I've got some room to spare, so I'm going to go and show you the landing pad. For this, I'm going to take one of the uh, rails going west. This is the only landing pad for now, and you'll notice the sign will tell you which way you're going and um, where this takes you. So this takes you to the west interchange terminus, which is located directly west of the core chamber. This tells you what level you're on. This is level 16, quite simply because I couldn't fit the spiral rail that goes up through the chamber and the rails that go from one end to another. I couldn't fit them on the same level, so all the rails that go from one tower to the next and from the towers to the core chamber are located on level 16 of the interchange towers, and the actual the rail terminal that's located on level 17 takes you from level 17 all the way up to level 12, where the next set of rail lines is located. You'll notice this takes you west to landing pad A. There are going to be two landing pads on this deck. The other one is going to be directly east, exactly diametrically opposed to this one in location. I will describe the plans for this in a different video, but for now, behold the S.C.S. Moscow. You'll notice I've got runway lights. They're just redstone repeaters that are going off in rapid succession, sort of signifying which way to go. The registry number of this craft is LRSC-01, which is simply long-range shuttlecraft, and it's the first of its kind, so it's 01. S.C.S. just means Sky City Ship, and Moscow is the designation. Originally this was MRSC, mid-range shuttlecraft, but I've since changed it up because I was going to have short-range shuttlecraft be the smaller craft in the shuttle bay below, which I've yet to build. Mid-range shuttlecraft are going to be this kind, and then long-range spacecraft are going to be capital ships docked in the north and south. What I'm going to do instead is these larger shuttles are going to be long-range shuttlecraft because they really can operate long-range, you'll see. The short-range shuttlecraft will be as they are, the smaller craft, very small one-person, two-person craft that take you from one place to another. And mid-range shuttlecraft will be, if any of you have ever seen Deep Space Nine, sort of runabout class vessels. They're mid-range, mid-sized, about 25 meters long, 14 or so meters wide. They're sizable, not huge like this one. This one's a double-decker. So this is the Moscow. This is the cargo bay. You notice there was a stairway up. This one just has some furnaces and chests that can house equipment, supplies. This here is just an observation area. You can see out the windows and below. This is the cockpit, or the bridge, whichever way you choose to call it. I think this qualifies more as a cockpit because the bridge would be something for a larger craft. Single most important part of a craft is a window that lets you see both forward, sideways, and down. Because when you're flying, you know, seeing up isn't very important. Seeing forward is nice, but seeing down is most important because it'll tell you what's below you: jungle, mountains, desert, flatland. Anyway. Oh, and the little stairs. These are actually stairs. They look like seats, but they're stairs. I put them there to imitate the appearance of seats because there is no furniture in this game other than beds. Let's go to the second level. The second level has actual crew quarters. It's got 4 sets of crew quarters. It's got one room right here with a view out the rear. I think it's a very lovely view. The second room is completely enclosed. It has no windows or anything, so it's depressing. And there is a second set of rooms, 2 rooms, just like these, the ones I showed you on this side. This area, it's an observation area, but I'm going to modify it into a navigation area. I was going to, you'll notice the X and Z coordinates are the location of the Sky City landing pad. as you move they change, and if you move too far away without memorizing where you came from, it's difficult to find your way back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post signs that tell you, Sky City is at these coordinates. Stonewall is located here and there. Uh, Travis's city, Brandstadt, is located at such and such coordinates. This way, you can find your way around. Even if you don't know where you've been, you know exactly where to go. And this is just an observation area that lets you look up. It still lets you see down if you move close enough. Um, I wouldn't recommend it with the Zeppelin mod in effect. It's pretty easy to phase through windows, fall out, possibly die, if not die, at the very least lose the craft. Real quick before I run out of room and time, you can actually exit onto the wing of the aircraft. This affords you, in my opinion, the best view of Sky City, other than an actual aerial view. You can see the lowest 12 decks right here. There are some decks between, past the land right here that you can't see, and then the upper decks. This whole enclosure is glass. There's going to be a glass wall and dome. Sky City is going to be 12 decks, this exact width, and then the upper 5 decks are going to taper down to 20 sections. The widest decks are 30 sections wide. You can see the walkway and the terrain below. I think that's a pretty decent demonstration of the Moscow. There's not really much else to show. As I said, pretty decent craft for moving around quickly, and you can actually use this as a mobile base for just various travels. So there it is again. Time permitting, let me show you an aerial view of the Moscow. And that will conclude my videos for the evening. You'll notice it's a pretty standard aircraft-shaped aircraft. About 44 squares long, 63 wide, and I believe 12 tall. So there you have it. I'm going to build additional craft as the game progresses. I build more landing pads. I plan on building 6 landing pads total for the city. I might limit myself to 4. I also intend to build docking bays at the edges, and they will actually have capital ships docked at them. These are going to be ships rivaling the Avenger in size. And here I am. The video is going to probably cut off sometime very soon, so I bid you good night for real this time.